everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new documentary just dropped on Netflix called Ronaldinho, with the one and only. And this documentary, it is based on one of the best football player in Brazil history. Um, and this is a three-part documentary series, and starts from his childhood, how he becomes so famous, and especially 2002 World Cup win and his transformative years at the FC Barcelona, where he owned the Balloon DR. Also in this documentary, we see some of very other people also show up and they give their interview, uh, like inside interview from Lionel Messi, Neymar, Roberto Carlos, and Carlos Paolo. This documentary, I guess, it also shows people behind the scene on his his troublesome past, like explores on his off-field challenges, including the incident that led his to I guess he was in prison, in Paraguay prison. So this documentary also focuses on that. So I thought overall, honestly, this documentary, it was quite entertaining. Especially I feel like Ronaldinho, he's very entertaining person in real life. Like when he was giving the interview, he felt like, even though he was also saying like he's very full of life person, like watching this documentary, you really get that idea. This guy is very charming, which is really, I didn't know about him. So watching his this documentary, I was like, oh wow. Especially I guess the way the dubbing was done for this documentary, you get the feel, this guy is really very full of full of life guy, very charming and like fun. He talks about, he lives in this out of nowhere, no, there is no neighbor, so he can do whatever he feels like. He's very full of like fun type person, I guess. And this documentary also focuses his childhood and his talent, how it was discovered, his relationship with his brother and his mother. I really like listening to all the behind the scene documentary, and also it does gives audience about also other side of his life. Like this is very well made documentary, especially his fan will really enjoy this. And it's very fun watching it. Like it has fun feel to it. It's not very like sad or depressing, anything like that, although it does talks about his struggle here and there. But overall documentary, it is very like fun, I would say. That's the only one word for this. Very fun watching. And this guy, he's really like talking about his life and everything. Also the other people, hearing interview from other, like the football player, hearing their insight, it was also interesting. And although I have seen some of the scene, like he's scoring the goal and everything, yeah, watching this documentary, it brings back, like I was really entertained by it. Honestly, it's very well put together, and people who like Ronaldinho, like I already see a lot of comment online, they're really liking it. Especially this guy is very charming, good at giving interview, I guess. Although he's giving interview in his language, I guess. I was seeing the translated version, but still that was quite funny. I was like, whoa, this is really funny. And also his relatives and his brother, everyone is, I really like listening to them. And that being said, of course, this documentary also talks about the when he was arrested, and like he was in Paraguay prison. At first, his brother was, do you really want to talk about this? Like they really didn't want to talk about this. Maybe the interviewer pressured them to talk about it. Then they did touch on it, although they didn't explain it properly, if I'm being honest. It was in episode 3 or 2, they just touch base on it. They didn't really like explain like why he was fully arrested. I didn't understand, but I just understood, like I guess like toward the end he wasn't that popular as he was beginning of career, like everyone else. That's how most of the player is, I guess. End of the day, like end of this documentary, what I still remember is, this guy still is very, full of life, and he always have a smile on his face. and his family, his mom and everyone is very likable, listening to them and everything. uh, this documentary really tried to be fair, to his whole, like, behind the scene drama. It's really tried to fair to it, which I thought it was quite a nice, or it's very well made documentary. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this documentary. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to other reviews and other documentary. If you enjoy these, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.